Hi guys, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another Sims 4 apartment renovation. So today we're going to be renovating another one of the Uptown apartments. So this is actually one of the biggest apartments in the game. And yeah, it's the 1010 Alto apartments in Uptown, obviously. So yeah, both of these apartments that are in this particular building in Uptown are both apartments that I built for celebrity families. So as you guys could tell from the title and all of that, this is an apartment for a family of celebrities. And I built it for a family because A, it's an incredibly large apartment, and I honestly couldn't even imagine what I would do with this space if I was to build it for just like one sim and they only like feasibly needed one bedroom. So yeah, I decided to turn it into an apartment for a family of 6 different sims, and I will tell you guys about them in just a second. But yeah, this is for my save file, so it's for my Rebuild San Myshuno project. So that's one of the ways you guys can find it on the gallery. You can search for the hashtag Rebuild San Myshuno, or you can just search for my gallery ID, which is like ChrissieYT. Or you can search for the hashtag ChrissieYT, and I will have all of those hashtags and all of that stuff that you guys can search to find this build or any of my other builds. I will have all of that in the description for you as well. But yeah, basically I did just want to mention that it is for my save file, so it's completely custom content free. I didn't use any custom content. I did playtest all of it, so all of it works and all of that stuff. But yeah, like I said, this is for another family of really famous celebrities. Now, this family is a family of obviously the mom and the dad. And then I also have the dad's parents, so the grandparents. I have both of them living here, and then the mom and the dad also have a like little child and a toddler as well. So they have a child girl called Ember and a little toddler boy called Rex. And I did give all of them like skills and careers and all of that stuff. Even the kid, even Ember has like, I believe she's in like the acting after school activity, and she has skills and all of that stuff. But yeah, so I did want to say, now that we're using it on the screen right now, but yeah, totally off topic. But I wanted to tell you guys that I am using the T.O.O.L mod in this. I have gotten a few questions before about, you know, whether the T.O.O.L mod will mark your builds as using custom content if you build with the mod, and it actually won't. You can use the T.O.O.L mod in your builds and, you know, use it to do whatever you want with it, and then you can just upload your build like normal to the gallery, and the gallery actually won't mark the build as using custom content, even though you use the T.O.O.L mod to like scale items or move items or rotate them or whatever you wanted to do with it. But yeah, basically in this apartment I used the T.O.O.L mod to rotate those dine out dividers, and then I just raised them up with like the 9 key in the game to kind of act as archways to, you know, through most of the like public area of, or like, yeah, the communal space of the apartment. And then I also used the T.O.O.L mod a few times. One of the times you guys actually just saw me doing where I raised the mirror up and down a little bit in the kitchen right above the stove. And yeah, that's actually a really cool feature that I discovered that you could actually do with the T.O.O.L mod, is you can actually raise mirrors up and down, which is great. I mean, you can raise mirrors up with just the regular 9 key in the game, but you weren't able to like lower them any lower than, you know, their default height. But you can do that with the T.O.O.L mod, which is really, really cool. And then I also used it to scale a few items like the flower vase that you guys just saw, and I use it to scale a few of the rugs and stuff like that I use as well. So yeah, I did that with the T.O.O.L mod. And then in the parents walk-in wardrobe, you guys actually won't see me doing it on camera, but the curtain that I use in there is actually one of those really big dine out curtains, and I use the mod to scale it down a little bit and then to place it on the correct height on the wall as well. So yeah, that's a very, very handy mod, and I will leave a download link to the mod down below, as well as to a tutorial that Twisted Mixie, who's actually the creator of this mod, to a tutorial that they did. And yeah, it explains it all very, very well, a lot better than I could probably ever do. But yeah, I did just want to mention that because I know a few of you guys are confused about whether, you know, using the mod in a build will mark it as custom content, and it actually won't. You can download the build and everything will work just, you know, just the way I have it set up. You don't have to change anything or anything like that. But obviously, if you end up moving one of the things that I've placed down, you might not be able to get it into the like exact right position again unless you use the mod as well. But you don't have to have the mod in your game to download something where someone has used the mod, if that makes sense. But yeah, so back to this build and to the family that's actually living here. The family that's going to be living here are called the Schuyler family. And yes, I did take inspiration from Hamilton and the Schuyler sisters in Hamilton. I didn't take inspiration from the actual like people or the characters in the musical. I just took inspiration from like their surname, obviously. And this family is already up on the gallery if you guys want to download them at all. They're completely custom content free since, like I said, they are for my save file. So everything for my save file, the builds and the sims are all CC free. But yeah, they're up on the gallery if you guys want to download them. And I'll have a download link below as well to the online gallery website where you guys can download them as well. So I'll have a download link to the apartment and then another download link to the family. So yeah, just wanted to mention that before I forget. But basically, the Schuyler family that are going to be living here, obviously, like I said, it's the grandparents. Now, the grandparents, we have the grandpa who's called Reese, and he's a level 3 celebrity, and he's actually a celebrity chef. So I did want to make sure that I have like a really big kitchen and everything like that in the apartment for him. And then we have the grandma, her name's Amy, and she's also a level 3 celebrity, and she's actually a journalist. So she's an editor-in-chief. I believe that's like level 9 of the journalism career, and in my head, she runs this like really successful magazine, or maybe she runs a really successful newspaper, and you know, basically just everyone knows her name. She's kind of like the Miranda of she's kind of like Miranda from The Devil Wears Prada, and that's kind of the way I pictured her, except Amy is a lot nicer than Miranda is. So yeah, that's what I had in mind for the grandma. And then we have the dad, who's actually their son. So we have Dorian, and he's a level 4 celebrity, and he's actually a comedian. He's actually level 10 of the comedian career. He's a showstopper. That's his like official like job title. And then we have the mom, whose name is Cassidy, and she's actually I think she's probably my favorite one out of all of them, because I didn't give her an in-game career. I wanted her to be a musician, but I didn't want to put her in the actual musician career in the game, because that career is very much like classical musician, and that's definitely not what I thought she would be. So I thought she would be more of like a rocker, and I actually had her register as self-employed, and I had her register as a rock star. And the little description that I gave to her like career thing is that she's the lead singer of one of like Sim City or whatever, like the Sim World. She's one of the most successful and most well-known rock bands in Sim City, and yeah, she's the lead singer of that band. So she's really cool. I love the way she turned out. I'll probably put a picture of the family on the screen for you guys. And yeah, just put the picture up on the screen for you so that you can see them. But yeah, she has pink hair and piercings and tattoos, and I'm absolutely obsessed with how she turned out. But yeah, so she's a rock star, and she makes all of her money through licensing songs, so guitar songs. Also, she has a really high piano skill as well, so she could possibly do some piano songs as well. And then she also makes all of her money from like producing music from the Get Famous production skill. So she produces music, and she has like level 10 in singing as well, obviously. So she can actually write lyrics. I can't speak. She can actually write lyrics and all of that stuff and make her money that way. So yeah, she does have her own like little music room in the apartment. So this apartment is 4 bedrooms, because obviously we have the 2 like master bedrooms for the grandparents and the parents, and then the 2 kids rooms. And then we have 3 bathrooms as well. So we have one like bigger family bathroom that's kind of just for the toddler and then whatever guests end up coming over. And then both the daughter's bedroom, the parents' bedroom, and the grandparents' bedroom all have their own ensuite. And yeah, I really like the way that turned out. I love the way all of the bathrooms turned out in this, which is something I probably don't say all that much because usually I hate doing bathrooms. But I don't show me doing the bathrooms in the video, unfortunately, because this video is already like almost 19 minutes long, just the voiceover. And this build took me like 3.5 hours to do, so I had to cut a lot of stuff out. And honestly, I didn't think it would take me that long. I mean, that's usually how long a full-blown house build takes me to do. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that it took me that long to just furnish an apartment. But I think with apartment builds, I tend to go a little bit crazier with like little details and little clutter things and just thinking stuff out. Whereas when I'm doing a house build, I don't want to say I'm like rushing house builds, but I don't tend to spend as much time detailing every little thing the way I do with apartments. And that's usually why my apartment builds tend to take me so long, which is really weird because yeah, you'd think they wouldn't take me as long as regular house builds do, but apparently that's not the case. But yeah, so those are the like grown-up Sims that are going to be living here. And then, like I said, we have little child, we have Ember, and we're working on her room right now. She's a very cool child. I love the way she turned out. She actually has blue hair, which is great, like blue and black hair. And yeah, I thought she would be a little bit edgy. She would definitely take after her mom, so she loves bright colors, as you guys can see from her bedroom. The whole apartment is very black, white, and blue. And even with like the parents' bedroom and the grandparents' bedroom. But then we have the kids' rooms that are very, very colorful. I mean, Ember's bedroom is basically blue, purple, and hot pink. And I love the way that turned out. That's definitely a color scheme that I don't think I've ever done in any of my builds. So I had a lot of fun playing around with that. And just adding a bunch of clutter and details and colors and all of that stuff. And yeah, she is fairly spoiled, obviously, because her parents are very rich. They're celebrities. She is actually a level 1 celebrity as well, because, you know, she's the child of famous people, so people kind of know who she is. And yeah, so she is very spoiled. She does have her like own TV and computer and all of that, and she's not even a teenager. She also has her own ensuite and all of that. So yeah, she's very spoiled. But I thought she would actually be a very nice sim. She's a very outgoing little child and very creative and all of that stuff. So I kind of wanted to bring that out in her room as well. And then obviously we have the toddler who's a toddler. All of the toddlers in the game are honestly the same. So I try to bring a little bit of color and personality into his room. But honestly, it's a toddler and they don't really have any interests or anything like that. So it's fairly generic. But yeah, so then we have obviously the parents' bedrooms, which we're going to be doing now. We're going to be doing the parents' bedroom first, which they have the bigger bedroom of the 2 like master bedrooms. And they also have their own like walk-in closet, which we're working on right now. And that's just because I thought, you know, they are more well known than Dorian's parents are, basically. So I figured they would be paying for most of this apartment, I suppose. But anyway, I don't think they would care about anything like that. But yeah, they do just have the bigger bedroom. And then the other master bedroom is going to be where like the grandparents are, wow, I can't speak. Where the grandparents stay. So yeah, they both have their own like little office spaces in their bedrooms. The master bedroom doesn't really have a like office space. They do have a desk with a computer and all of that stuff, but I figured they don't really need to spend that much time on the computer. I mean, maybe Dorian does to like write jokes or stuff like that for his career. But I figured since the grandma was in the journalism career, she would probably have a fairly like nice desk setup. So I do spend a bit of time like figuring that out, and I did quite a few like things in this apartment where I combined a few different items to make something new. Like the way I did with the TV unit in the living room. I actually used the tool mod to scale down some counters. And yeah, I used some counters and cabinets and I did a whole thing with that. So I hope you guys like the way that turned out. I did include pictures at the end of the video of everything that I did. So anything that you guys didn't see me do in the video, like the bathrooms, and there's also a laundry room as well. There's a really big laundry room slash scullery type thing off of the kitchen that you guys could turn into another bathroom if you needed something, or like an extra room like a gym or something like that. But yeah, I didn't show me furnishing that room either. So any rooms that you guys didn't see me do, I will include in the screenshots at the end of the video. So yeah, just stick around for that. I also have some cinematic shots of like the living room and the kitchen, and I think those two rooms. So yeah, I did a lot of fun things in this apartment that I actually really love the way it turned out. Like the fireplace that I have in the kitchen and in the living room. I actually used a wall, two fireplaces, and a window, and I really like the way that turned out. I think I used a window from, I think, Get Famous, I think, and it's actually like a full length window, and with the way the fireplaces are placed, you actually just see the two top panes of it. You don't see the bottom one. So I thought that was really cool. It kind of worked out perfectly that way. But yeah, this video is almost over, you guys. We're just going to be doing the grandparents' bedroom, and then that's it for this video. But like I said, this build is up on the gallery if you guys want to download it. It's up on the gallery as a room, and all of the ways you guys can find it will be listed in the description below. And yeah, it's completely custom content free, so you don't have to worry about that. I didn't pay attention to what packs I was using, so I probably used a ton of different ones. And since it is for my save file, I don't really pay attention to that for the save file. So yeah, that's something you might want to look at. And then also, it's very expensive. It's almost like, almost 260,000 simoleons. So for an apartment especially, it's incredibly expensive. It might be one of my most expensive apartments that I've ever done. And honestly, that's saying something, because I very rarely build with a budget. But yeah, I hope you guys like how this build turned out and how this video turned out. If you did, give this video a like. And if you're new to the channel and you'd like to see some more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and remember to turn on the notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. All through the month of August, we actually have an upload schedule, which is something that I don't normally have. So all through August, I upload new videos every Monday and Thursday on the channel, so 2 videos a week, and they're usually speed builds. They're usually speed builds of Sims 4, Sims 2, Sims Medieval, or like Sims 4 Creator Sims as well. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that. But I hope you're all having a great week, and I will talk to you all in my very next video. Bye everyone.